I remember he's getting very boys. Yeah, how are you doing, boys? All right. Good evening to you all. How are you doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. To goodness.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Bon année.
Yeah.
All right, well done. See you all next year.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
Which mic?
I thought you were going to have your genie outfit on, mate.
So what happened to that
Eve.
cliff rescue then, Mike? Is it someone? It's not one of Goss's family, was it?
They really pee me off, these people. Yeah, if I can understand it. I was down there today, and there was people there, and there was a guy there saying, "Look, don't go there. You know, you won't get back." I don't know if this was the same group, but people were trying to walk across the cliffs in the rain. You know, it's slippery there. The tide was just coming to the box. They they're just brain dead. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all right, maybe
we got the same sort of thing here, Mike, as well. You know, it's sort of like it's a little island off the end of the point, and you know it's going to get covered. And I don't know if you've seen what I posted today. It's the tourists trekking down some rocks, but they're on their way to the island. And sure enough, like you said, I kept on coming. Like you said, every time you tell them, and no, they won't know anything about it.
No.
But the worst thing is,
you know, there was a big swell at Langland today. Come back, it wasn't huge. It was a good sort of 4 or 5 foot swell, I should think, maybe a bit bigger. And it was pouring with rain. You know, like it doesn't take much, does it? You know, it's getting dark. The tide's coming in. You're on rock, and it's raining.
Okay.
You know,
how are we doing, guys?
Probably the worst time.
So
Just
who
in
actually
time.
rescued them then?
We're just talking about the RNLI.
Yeah.
It was the Coast Guard rescued them, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was a helicopter, picked them all up.
2 boats.
It was just in front of the Osborne.
Yeah.
What sort of age people were they?
2 children and an adult.
Hmm.
But one of them apparently had head injury, so.
What was the adult?
Well,
It was the adult.
Well, you'd think like they should have. I'm not saying take their kids away, but really they need some sort of reprimand, don't they, for putting their kids in that danger, if nothing else. You know, it's just pathetic. I mean, I hope they weren't locals, because that would make it even worse.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the number of people who get stuck on Worm's Head doing this.
That's crazy.
Sign that says, "Do not go to Worm's Head if it's past this particular time of day." Off they go. Oh, we'd get there and back easily.
Yeah.
Then they get bloody stuck.
Yeah.
And it costs a bloody fortune to get them back.
And the outer island in the city, one's head.
Yeah.
Well,
You could leave them there.
Sorry, I mean Mumbles.
Yeah.
you could go there.
Leave them there and pick them up. It's only 6 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, as we discussed with Gary before, I don't know whether it's in the RNLI's interest, because the more calls they get, the more funding they get.
It's very, very difficult. They do get funded a lot. But that helicopter cost, I think, is £2,000 an hour.
Yeah, it's minimum that to get to lift off.
Yeah.
I would have thought it'd be more than that, Kipper. It costs you £1,000 an hour.
Yeah, it probably costs you more these days. You know what it's like. You just can't get the men or the materials.
No, but it's just stupid people. I know we've all done stupid stuff.
Mike, people are stupid, you know.
Well, I know. I mean,
hey, Chris,
There's lots of them, isn't there?
but I don't know. I don't understand them. I can't work them out. Anyway, I was just spitting feathers as well. I don't know if anybody watched the darts. Do anybody watch the darts?
No.
It was on last night, and Gerwyn Price,
I know he lost.
World champion, was playing there in the semi-final, and he got booed from start to finish. But barracked and harangued and everything.
Why? What's he done to piss people off?
I think it's because he's Welsh.
Oh,
He was
oh,
playing an
poor
English
dab,
player.
poor dab.
So sorry for you English fans on here. There's only two.
Not too early, I don't think.
But I was just thinking that in any other sort of, race or anything like that, they'd be torn apart, wouldn't they?
I know.
Yeah.
For doing
Well,
that.
he should have blacked up.
Ooh, careful now.
Oh, be careful.
Oh, that's a bit dangerous.
You got green up now.
Yeah, I told you that last week. Boy.
I'm putting my
Oh, that was last year, Kipper.
Oh, it's right, last year now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just I'm just in one of those days today. Everything's annoying me. I better calm down. Leave Con tell me something nice.
Oh, no, I'm not saying anything. I looked at the last video and I think I spoke too much, so I'm just being cool tonight. I'll let you speak, Mike. Go on. Go on, Mike. Give us a
about
gem.
something. I was speaking to Alex Williams today,
All right.
and I just said that I said we'll invite him on one week. I
Yeah.
don't know, you know him, Dave, don't you?
Yeah, I know him, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I said we could bring him on here to have a chat. I mean, I don't know if you know him, Paul, or Howard.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
He's the guy who does this surfing history.
Yeah, that's
video.
right.
Yeah.
So I said, I said, well, why not come on one week and have a
Yeah.
chat with you? We're all nice people, really.
Was he like a professional photographer? He was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Originally, he was a surf photographer from
Right.
years ago. Yeah.
One of the best in Europe. He's good.
But he's not from here, is he?
No, he's from down in
Cote.
Oh,
Yeah.
Como.
From the south coast,
Oh,
isn't he?
damn, yeah.
Yeah, South Devon.
Yeah. South Devon.
He's got a farm in Bantam.
Yeah.
I send the Silver Surfers off to Endless Summer every week, and it's always well.
Yeah,
You know,
but
she knows about.
perhaps he doesn't know he could be invited. So I sent him. I said that if he wants to come on, just let us know.
I'll have a chat to him this week.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
some
the end
stories.
of my moaning for the night.
I've
finished moaning now. I've got nothing else to say now.
You must have something
clear
else,
off,
surely.
clear off, get out, get on your bike. You ain't got anything else to say. You totally non.
Hey, Con, has it been misty up your way? Because someone said we've had 3 days of heavy sea mist. It's like Carpenter's filmed The Fog down here in Capdag. Someone said it's gone all the way up to Brittany as well.
No. I don't know. I haven't been outside today. I just put my head out to have a look which way the wind was.
It's not so bad today, but the last 2 days it's thick as shit. This morning.
Not really thick stuff. No. We
Uh,
usually get that in springtime, early spring, late spring.
Yeah.
Have the swells come to your area yet, Con? Or not? Or are they still bypassing you?
It's still boycotting, not bypassing.
Yeah.
Somebody's brought a big reef out there, haven't they, to stop the swell?
Now tomorrow looks pretty good. Okay,
Right.
On the charts, it looks good, but will it work? Because and today they had a little bit of a swell today, but the wind was it's like a southeasterly at Langland. Well, every spot was just not good, unless you want
Booming at the Langana day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Humongous.
The day before yesterday, I drove past Caswell and saw one of the biggest swells I've seen there for many a year coming in. It was fantastic.
Well, it was huge at Langana with hardly any wind. It was Rosilly end. It was shelter. It was huge. Hardly anybody in, mind.
I wonder what.
Get out, doesn't it?
One of the days when we go down there, Con, no matter what the weather, whatever the swell, no matter whatever, we were in the water. Middle of winter, we were there.
Yeah, shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, so
2 t-shirts.
frostbite, death.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you came along, wetsuits were invented.
Yeah,
Only just.
yeah, it was. They were.
We did our
Yeah.
apprenticeships in shorts and t-shirts in winter,
Yeah.
at least 2
Yeah.
3 years.
We all did that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, I
people,
had a couple of years in Cornwall with no wetsuit.
Bloody hell, Dave.
people are in every day at Langland with nothing on at all. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Mind you, it's not winter yet, is it?
No.
I'm sure it must be much warmer than usual.
Yeah.
The water, like
It
the air
is.
temperature is warmer,
It is.
so the water must be warmer.
And
Well,
it's colder than
warmer,
usual down
'cause,
here.
there was a couple down the beach about a month ago in England somewhere, and they said, "Oh, it's a lot warmer down here than what it is where we go." They go freshwater swimming,
Oh, right.
which is a lot
Oh,
colder.
that'd be a lot colder. Yeah.
They thought the sea was quite warm, comparatively speaking.
oh, bloody hell. Well, the water at the moment here is 13. That's
Yeah, it's the same here.
cold.
Yeah.
That's fucking cold, you know.
Okay, don't laugh. But last week I had a bit of a dodgy ankle from something I did, so I went down and had a paddle for about 20 minutes. I could hardly walk afterwards. I barely reached my knee.
Well, the bottom half of your legs were frozen, were they?
I know, yeah, it was
Gone numb.
absolutely. So,
I can remember
Yeah,
the
so-
days
Yeah.
on longboard days, paddling out and air surfing, coming out of the water with the most humongous red lumps on your
Yeah.
feet,
Yeah.
where you've been kneeling on a board. Absolutely horrendous.
but also you remember, Kip, you used to sit on your board with your feet on the board and paddle with your hands to keep your
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
out of the water.
I
Yeah.
know. Those are the days, boys.
Yeah.
I used to get those terrible surf bumps on your knees and on top of your feet, top of your foot.
I
you know, it's a
think
nightmare.
Con holds the record for the knee surf bumps.
Yeah.
I had good
They
ones.
Yeah.
were literally like volcanoes.
Yeah.
John Goss has some bad ones.
With their.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Weird.
What was
I
that,
still
Dave?
got them on my feet.
Yeah, me as well. I got traces. Yeah.
It's still
I
there.
wrapped a bit of wrapped about neoprene around my knees after about 2 years. That seemed to
Yeah.
work.
Oh,
Until we
you
had
were
wetsuits.
posh, eh?
I
You were
remember-
posh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember-
Oh, good thinking.
I remember seeing a surf film with Cote Carroll in it, and he had a pair of red boardies on, and it was showing him in slow motion a little bit. I don't know, it must have been Malibu or something like that. And he's surfing on his way, and you can see on his knees these huge surf bumps. And he looked at his feet, and you see these huge surf bumps, and I thought,
Mhm.
fuck, I got to get red baggies and surf bumps. So that's how I got my surf.
And you did, Con.
Yeah, I got them all right. Yeah, bloody hell.
All knee
Yeah.
bumps.
Red baggies were his trademark, though, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, and then we had to go and buy them at an overinflated price down that shop in Mumbles, hang 10
Yeah,
bags.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About nearly £1 they were, if I remember. Only made in Ireland, they were, with a bit of sewing on the edge. And 2 feet.
The girlfriend started to sew them up for me. It's cheaper.
I tell you what, they didn't half last a long time, though, those nylon baggies. And they dried within seconds, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is it dry now?
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that was like, you know, what sealed the deal for me was I saw Cote Carroll in red baggies, and then fuck me dead, Wayne Lynch wearing red baggies over his wetsuit, and that's what hooked
Yeah.
up his red baggies and over his wetsuit.
Yeah, I always wore that ones with the red stripe, navy with the red stripe.
That's right. I had a pair of them, Dave.
I wore those over my wetsuit
In fact,
whenever I
I
went.
think I still got them somewhere. I tried them on about a couple of years back. I got them up as past my knees. Don't want to go any further.
No, well, hey, I tell you what, when you think about it,
Cut off jeans, my first one.
we give the young people a bit of jip now and again for following fashions and oh God, I gotta have this T-shirt, I gotta have these shoes, and I mean, what were we? Dave Fryer's surf shop was like the cabin of Alibaba for following the mood, wasn't it?
The fashion
It's always
surfing
been the
Mecca
same.
house. But in those days, though, he didn't have much of a choice. It was either Levi's
we
or
were spoiled for
Wranglers
choice.
or
We could
whatever,
either go
you
to
know.
Fryers
Yeah.
or we could go to Dave Fryers. Failing
Yeah.
that, we could go to Dave Fryers.
They didn't last long though. It should have lasted longer.
Yeah. I wish they'd have grown with you.
I could be wrong about this, but I seem to remember, didn't you have one of the first shorties, Kipper? I seem to remember you wearing a sleeveless shorty.
It was blue
Blue and red, wasn't it?
on one side. Yeah, I think was it a typhoon?
Yeah. It was.
It might have
Yeah,
been.
the first-
I don't know where I got it
It
from.
was sort of
Yeah.
I think I found it.
a stippled nylon like outside, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It lasted for years.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
stole it from Capstan House.
I've
Yeah,
still
No,
got
I
my
didn't see
tiki,
it. I found
my
it
tiki
somewhere.
short one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiki. Perhaps it was Tiki, was it?
Yeah, they did a lovely short. I still got it. And it fits.
Smart, yeah.
It must
Oh.
stretch then.
Oh, the revolution in wetsuits was the new neoprene from Body Glove, the hexagon cell. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
A single
Yeah.
skin, and he used long johns and pods.
Yeah.
And the Body Glove.
But
And the neoprene was so more flexible than what we've been used to, because they're like Michelin Man, in the old type wetsuits. You throw your arm forward, it comes back like an elastic band.
Remember those rashes, the underarm rash?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The wetsuit rubbing.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, no,
somebody
they
came
were
up with the
today.
bright idea of a rash vest. Yeah.
Yeah.
An extra sail, see?
Yeah.
Make the
What they
suit so
call
it rashes you
upselling
under
these
the arm
days.
and you
Yeah.
make up a rash vest. Yeah.
Yeah. You buy one
Yeah.
product, but you have to buy another product as
Of
well.
course. Isn't it?
It's
Isn't
the
it?
upsell marketing.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that took ages to heal, didn't it?
Mm.
Sorry?
Well, the
Yeah.
nipple underarm rash
Oh, the underarm rash. Yeah.
carried on.
Yeah.
It's been on
Just blade, didn't it? in the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah.
But we were tough in those days, Mike.
Well, I don't know.
that was when boys were real men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
total idiots.
Totally idiots. That's more like it. Yeah.
I know we've had this conversation before, but I can't believe it. For all those years, nobody ever thought of using a leash.
Yeah.
Johnny K-Pack was the first one, but he attached it to
I
the
know,
front of
yeah.
his board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know where he got the idea
Use
from. He
watch
saw
time.
it somewhere.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember. He told me one time. I can't remember. He told it on here as well. But it was like a sucker.
He was telling us, didn't he? Use like a bungee or a washing line. And the first time,
Huh?
I said the first time he used it, it flung back and he knocked him out.
Yeah.
Killed him.
Yeah, because he didn't have any. And but those the original guy that did the string in the tube was from Barbados,
Yeah.
Yeah.
called Gary. Yeah,
So
he came over. He came down to Newquay and he had waterload with him, with the sticker. And then you set that on the front of your board
Yeah. Right.
with
with
no stick.
the sucker.
No, it wasn't a sucker. It was just a pad with two slits in, and you put the glue around the outside,
Stuck it
All
on.
stuck
right.
it on, and then the bit where the lifted, and you tied it in there.
All right.
Mhm.
Who had them for Dave? Did you have one of them?
I had one, yeah, but that's before I came up to Wales.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, I never seen anybody use anything in Wales.
No,
No, I can't remember anybody having any sort of leash or anything.
No.
Oh, maybe that's where I went wrong.
No, we started making. We found the elastic nylon type cord in Capstan House, which is
Yeah, 68, 69, I think. I
no
put
damp.
mine on.
It's out and in at the same time, you know, and it's just as bad as surgical tubing, I suppose. But that seemed a bit more refined, a little bit, than a surgical tubing, because that would snap as well. But
Those ones that Cosmic were making, those yellow and blue ones, they were terrible.
They were the worst, man.
I think it was 69, I think I had my first leash. I think something like that.
Sorry?
69.
69, yeah. Well, I had one when I came up in 68.
Yeah. Then we all had one then.
Yeah.
Oh, did you take it off?
But the first
water, Dave, because I never saw you with a leash on. Did you take it off?
Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't use it all the time because, I mean, if it wasn't big, it wasn't worth it. You know, if you're riding 2-3 foot, it's no point, is it? Gets in the way.
Yeah. Especially
the first guy to have a leash, well, it wasn't a leash, it was a rope. In the late 30s, Arthur Goss used to tell me about it. You remember that, Paul? There's a
I
guy.
can't remember the actual story though.
Yeah, Arthur was telling me when I joined like 64 that in the late 38, something like that, before the war, a guy used to go out in a 15-foot plank, carved himself with a rope and a paddle. And he'd paddle out and he'd throw the paddle away and he'd come in. And then later he decided that was too knackering. So he actually tied a rope to himself and the paddle and came in with the paddle and rope tangling behind him.
That was that was Peter Point, wasn't it? Was that Peter Point?
Peter Point.
Yeah, he was the hangman.
Yes, the name was.
That's how freestyle skiing started, wasn't it? Him being dragged along behind his wooden board, put his feet down and we can make a story about it, can't we, as we go along here?
Yeah,
for sure.
You realise the stories we make up here become fact in the future. You realise that, don't
Of
you?
course, yeah.
Whatever we say will be written down.
Yeah.
This is how what do you call it? Legends are made.
Yeah.
Urban.
That's a follow to real legends in history.
I'm still worried about these leashes that nobody used to have, but can clearly remember going to Llangenneth and a big set came in and it caught everybody and I was paddling out and about 8 boards of about varying size between about 12 foot and 15 foot were just coming towards me, sort of thing. And I sort of did the turtle thing and all I could hear was clunk, clunk, clunk on top of me. And these boards were flying up in the air and all sorts of things.
It must have been.
So they always kept the wave. They never stopped.
No.
What year was that, Mike?
That would have been about 67, 68.
It must have been early enough because 68, 69, the leashes started to come in.
Yeah, 69 had mine. No one had them before that.
Dave,
Oh.
when we were in Ireland for the Eurosurf in 72, we didn't have leashes then.
Yeah, we did.
I
must have, but then.
See, come on, that's where you went wrong, mate. That's where you did it.
I didn't have one. So I got photos of me with my
kept it
board.
a secret from you.
I'm got a leash on.
I did because I had a glass thing on that weird thing that I had.
Yeah.
That twinny. I had a glass loop, you know.
Yeah. Well, I must have done. I don't
We
know.
had it.
I seem to remember swimming a long way in Spanish Point. And we lost it because that huge set that came
You
in.
probably broke your leash.
I don't know. It was,
Con. I bet they never told you about the marijuana in the roof rack either.
in what?
Rack.
Marijuana in what?
In the roof rack.
Oh no, they didn't tell me. Who did
I
that?
knew it. I knew it. You were kept in the dark, mate.
I know.
Yeah.
You were too young.
I was young and naive.
Yeah.
You were never young and you were never naive.
No, that's true.
Well, thank you very much.
The photo behind you, Tom.
Huh?
The photo behind you.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Can't.
69, 70, 70, maybe 70, 72.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. I was in Biarritz, 70.
Well, it was like that when I went.
71.
First time I went there, it was like that.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was like that before that, wasn't it?
Mm. The second time I went there, they
Is
changed.
it still there?
It's still there, but it's like Basque eating house type thing now. Bit more modernized sort of thing. It's still a restaurant, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, just like the West Cross Country Club gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's like you got, you know, when you surfing, like you got two. We had two houses. We had the steakhouse and we had the West Cross Country Club.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer the steakhouse because the girls are much better. But not much better, but much more intriguing. They were very French.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds
Okay.
like a song, Con.
Hey?
What does it
It sounds like a Beach Boys song.
Oh,
The
yeah.
West Girls are
aye,
better.
West Girls, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's. I find that strange, Con. The girls are more intriguing.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
What do you
I-
think, Con?
What he meant is you couldn't understand them.
no, he couldn't understand them in language. And he couldn't understand the way they acted neither. They were French. You know, I still can't understand French women work, man. I tell you. You think it's trouble watching?
If you said they didn't wear pants, I could understand. But intriguing, I don't.
No, you know what I mean. Intriguing. You know,
No.
I'm trying to be.
No.
You're a bastard.
What are you talking about?
Get all the dirty, gritty bits out, don't you? No, intriguing means like, you know, you have to delve into it to find out what it's about, sort of thing. You know, like and
Didn't
like
think of that.
It's like a euphemism, is it?
yeah. No,
It
but
was great, Grit, that time, wasn't it? Because you used to go and sit on the wall in Cote de Basque.
Yeah.
And they'd all be riding around on those silly mopeds, those bikes.
Solexes, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Solex. When
I got a classic story on that.
Yeah,
We with this girl was coming down the road flat out on one of those bikes, looking at the boys, hit the, you know, they had the one-way thing on the little car park bit in the middle. But it was on a great big slab, concrete slab.
Yeah.
And she hit the concrete slab with the bike and face planted the sign. The lifeguards had to get out and get her up and send her off to hospital.
Bloody hell.
We were just sitting there and she was just driving along looking, going, I went, if I had a camera, it would have been a classic.
Yeah. Cote Basque was prime viewing, wasn't it? You know, you just sit on the wall and be surfed.
Yeah,
I was going to sit in the wall. It's like being in Langland, you know, just sit in the wall at Cote Basque, and it's just non-stop parade of fucking models going past, you know. And oh God.
Yeah.
And you couldn't speak to them, you know, as well as being sort of not untouchable, but unapproachable, you know, because they seem so high class, you know, and they probably were very high class. But afterwards, when I knew what was happening in France, when I could speak French, it wasn't that at all. They're just like any other girls, you know.
Yeah.
Once you could speak.
But the guys that surfed down there were all moneyed, weren't they?
Yeah, totally.
The original crew.
Well, a bit like
yeah. De Rosnay and all those guys, they were all moneyed, you know.
You know, this hyper
But surf
rich,
bunks like that.
money, Dave, but hyper rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Jenna, was Jenna, man. She's so nice. Oh, so lovely person, you know, but fall dead beautiful, you know. And she just looks at you with it. Just took one look with the big blue eyes and said, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Yeah.
Calm down, Con. Calm down.
Calm down.
He's got into Batman Overdrive there.
Oh yeah. I'm there.
Hey, Mike, it was your Uncle John that was just as bad, wasn't he? You know,
He was
when
terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
he used to come out with his straw hat, and he'd grab me by the arm and take me on the pit. And lifeguard, like 4 babes out there. Look, call them in for a cup of tea. Come on, girls, come on in for a cup of tea. He's going, all right, do you remember that, Paul?
Psychiatrist as well.
yeah. And my dad was telling me when I was about 2, he used to carry me along the beach asking if anybody's lost a child.
I can imagine that. I can imagine. What a character. Yeah.
That's better than a dog, that is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, probably is. Yeah. Dogs are pretty good though, Con. I got to say that.
Yeah, dogs. Yeah.
I mean, everybody talks to somebody with a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or selling lifeguard raffle tickets.
Yeah. Did anybody ever win?